After a tea break, and here we go with the next anga, that is karaṇa, that I will teach you. See, the three things that I'm teaching you in the first year is the vara, the Lord of the Day, which is health, the tithi, which is relationships, which is so important, and you saw how we could do it. And now, we will be doing about karaṇa, and we will focus on work. Work and possessions, right? What is work and what do we possess? This is very important because we have all come to this planet to do some good things in life. And we should end up doing good things. And it's very important that we use certain times in our life to optimize our abilities to do what we have come for. Okay? Now the word karaṇa is like half of a tithi, you know. There are 30 tithis in a month, so there are 60 karaṇas. A tithi is 12 degrees, so a karaṇa is 6 degrees. It's half a tithi. It's very simple. You take a tithi and you divide it into two parts. So a tithi has got a shukla or a bright half and a krishna or a dark half. What we call a Ram Karaṇa and a Krishna Karaṇa. Okay? So if I take the 12 degrees of a tithi and I break it into two parts, I will get the first part, which is the Ram, and the second part, which is the Krishna, or the bright and the dark. Two halves of 6 degrees each. But these karanas are not 60 in number. You see, there are 15 types of tithi, but there are only 11 types of karaṇa. 11. And in the solar cycles, those of you who have learned something about astronomy will know that the solar flare cycles follow a 11-year phase. So the flares reach to a height every 11 years and come to a bottom every 11 years. So it's an 11-year cycle of heat or solar flare in the world. This 11-year cycle is called the Rudra cycle. Rudra, R-U-D-R-A, that which makes you cry. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's angry. I mean, Rudra. Rudra is that which makes you cry. The reasons by which you can cry. Rud is from the root. Root word for Rudra is Rud, to cry, to weep. That which makes you cry, that which makes you weep. So, career ups and downs are like the heat wave ups and downs. Sometimes you are hot in your career, and sometimes you are cold in your career. Okay? Now these careers, these 11 karaṇa types are basically 4 plus 7. The 7 is very simple. How to find out which are the 7? First, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday are the 7 types. Saturn, Sun to Saturn are the 7 types. And these are called the movable or changeable. Because they change. Which tithis they change. Whereas the Rahu and Ketu repeat 2 times and they are fixed. Rahu and Ketu are related to those karanas which have no light, which are a part of the curse. Remember we were talking about curse tithis? So the curse tithis are special tithis, right? They are Krishna Chaturdashi, Krishna Amavasya, and Shukla Pratipad. There are 3 tithis which are under curse. Now in these 3 tithis, the whole tithi is not cursed. Now did you know that? Right. So you learned something new. The whole tithi is not cursed. So somebody, for example, who is born on Krishna 14, if he is born in the first half of Krishna 14, the curse is not there. But if they are born in the second half of Krishna 14, the curse is strong. Similarly, somebody who is born on the Shukla first, the first half of Shukla first has got this strong curse. But the second half of Shukla Pratipad does not have a strong curse. So do you realize that the tithis, the three tithis, are not fully cursed? There are portions of it which have a curse and portions that don't have a curse.
K15?
Oh, K15 is totally.
Cursed the whole way.
Totally.
So the first half of
class 1.
Yeah. So there are technically 4 karanas that are cursed. Right? They are without light. So that is the second one of Krishna 14. Then there is Amavasya 2 karanas. And there is Shukla Pratipada 1 karana. And these are the 4. See? One is called Kimstungha. One is Shakuni. Then Chatushpada. And there is Nagava. These are the 4 names. The 4 fixed karanas. They are called the 4 fixed karanas. Because they are without light. There is no moonlight over there. A Krishna Chaturdashi does not.
Oh, okay. It falls. The half in this.
Yeah. So for example, Kimstunga. Kimstunga will fall in Shukla Pratipada first karana. You see that? That is fixed in every month. In every lunar month, the first karana is always Kimstugna. And that is the curse, part of the curse. Then the moon passes through the whole month. And when it comes to Krishna Chaturdashi, it finishes the first karana. And the second karana, it goes into what is known as Shakuni. So Shakuni is in Krishna Chaturdashi, K14. Near Shakuni, write down K14, so that you remember that. Near Kimstugna, write down S1. Okay? So that you remember. And Chatushpada. Chatushpada means 4-footed. What does 4-footed refer to? Animal. Animal is Amavasya first pada. So K15 first karana is animal, Chatushpada. And K15 second karana is Nagava, the snake. I have indicated within brackets the lords of this karana which you will not find in other books. So please note these carefully and don't lose your sheets, because you won't find books later where you will find them written. So
where did you get it? Directly as a oral teaching from your Veda?
Where else do you think I could have got it from?
Maybe there are other texts you've read that we haven't mentioned to us yet.
No, when I say it is not available in any text, that means it is not available in any text.
English or Sanskrit?
Yes, of
From
course.
your uncle.
Or Hindi.
Any text. Simple as that. Okay. When I say it is not available in any text, means any text. If I tell you that there is a text which you cannot read it in Oriya, that means there is a text. I will be very specific on what I am saying. It is not available in any text. So, this is the only text available right now. The only other person, it is there in the J. Hora software. Because I taught this to my student Narasimha and he put it in the software. So it is easy for you. If you use the software, if you click the button, you will find this mentioned over there. So people are using it. By now many have been using it. So the software has it. It's not a problem. Now, the remaining karanas repeat one after the other. So that means, now please follow and do this exercise with me. I want you to write the tithis over here. S1, and then after 1 you write 2, right? Second karana. the second karana of Shukla Pratipada is ruled by the sun, Bhava Karana. Right? Then Balava is S2, 1. S2, 2 is Kaulava. S3, 1 is Taitula.
S1, 1 was Ginsburg, right?
Here, it is here.
S1, 2 would be Bhava.
Yeah, S1, 2 is Bhava.
S1, 2 is Bhava.
That's right, Bhava. Like Bhava, British Association of Vedic Astrology. Bhava. Okay? It is here. Okay? So each, then after that this is S2, 1. First Karana of the Dvitiya. S2, 2 is Kaulava. S2, S3, 1 is Taitula. S3, 2 is Garaja. Then S4, 1 is Vanija. S4, 2 is Vishti. Then you again go to Bhava, and you can keep on and on and on like this until you finish up to 57. They will keep repeating. You see my point? They keep repeating.
So K14, 1.
Yeah, you won't go to 57.
K14, 1 will be
The last
Vishti.
is the-
Right.
And there's a chart in Visti's book that gives this, if you want to see a chart of all
Yeah.
of them.
A chart of all these Karanas, all the Karanas has been made in the book, My Master's Words, Jyotish Fundamentals. Yeah. You have a copy of that with you now?
It's in my purse. Suzanne,
Sui, could you just give a copy of
it's
the
in the
verse?
straw purse.
Yeah.
And it was given as a recommended text, not required, but recommended text for this book.
Right. Again, open the page.
And I think that Lakshmi can bring copies if anybody wants a copy.
Do you remember what page?
My master's.
It's in the beginning, the first chapter.
That's okay. Just pass the book around and let people look at it maybe.
Thanks. It's at page 5. It's at page 5. Okay? Here's a nice table in this book. So you can just have a quick reference from that. Oh yes, I stand corrected. There is now one book with this. Okay.
And that has the fixed karma?
Everything. Beautifully shown in a table. Here's done. Yeah, this is Misty has done a good job. Thank you, Sarah, for doing the table.
Yeah, I know. You are the one who did all those tables and you were jumping and telling Misty this.
Good job. I appreciate it. So you see, it is very important to know who is the Lord of your Karana of your birth. You all will be born in some Karana. It is very important to know who is the Lord of your Karana. Because the Lord of your Karana has got the responsibility of teaching you the most important knowledge associated with your Karma Yoga in this life. That is his responsibility. For preparing you for this main karma of your life. Okay? For example, in my chart, I am born in Vanij Karana. Vanij is from here? Venus, right? So Venus is given the responsibility of teaching me whatever knowledge that I need, which is associated for what I am going to do in this life. Venus will always help me in completing that karma yoga which I have to do, the purpose of my life. I am born for some purpose, right? To fulfill my purpose, I need some support. I just cannot make castles in the air. I have to make castles on ground, and for that I need people, and I need material, and I need things. Who's going to help me do it? Venus will help me do it. Would Venus indicate women? So if I do some special mantra of Lakshmi, you think they will help me? Women will help me? Strange. It is always women who are helping me. Lakshmi Kerry was the one who started the first conferences of SJC out here in America. It was a lady. All those others only did high talk. I give credit to ladies. See, why? Second, you see, in India, the person who helped me to organize and started my conference, and the whole thing went going, was a lady called Lakshmi Ramesh. Again Lakshmi. Right? What does Lakshmi do? What is Lakshmi known as? The goddess of corn, the one who feeds. Who is the one who is feeding in Christianity? Mary, right? Mother Mary? Right. The one who helped me later in the mid-America was a lady named Mary Stevenson. And now there is another lady called Mary helping me. Who's sitting right
And
now.
I've been named Lakshmi by a couple people.
And that is beautiful. So you see, that's the Venus. But these are people helping me in my karma yoga. What about Venus helping me to study my Jyotish? So my master waited for this Venus Antardasha in my life. Antardasha is sub-period. In Venus sub-period, he taught me some very, very powerful prayers and practices and things which I had to do to prepare myself for Jyotish. What you call the sadhanas. He taught me hard sadhanas. He would always pick up Venus related timing for picking up sadhanas related to my future. If he does this sadhanas, he would always, Venus would be an important factor for timing. Like Venus sub-period, Venus sub-period. Okay? Venus is the lord of my 8th house. Do you think I have anything to do with the 8th house in my major direction of life?
Yes.
There you go. Venus is the lord of my 3rd house. Writing? You think so? It has some major direction? Yes. So you can see how Venus is playing a crucial role vis-a-vis my career. My main career, not other things that I do. What is it that I am meant to do in this birth? I worked in the government, I did engineering, I went to the, I ran away from that. It has got nothing to, that is not related to Venus. Okay? Clear? Right. Now, can you all take your charts? Because it has to be your charts. If you don't understand your chart, you cannot understand anybody's chart. Because you know your life best. So, please take your charts and find out your karaṇa lords. So there is Venus is the lord of your karaṇa. In her chart, Venus is the lord of her karaṇa. Venus is the lord of which houses and in which house is it placed and which planet still is?
It's in 12th house in Leo.
In her chart, Venus is in 12th house. Do you think 12th house has something to do with foreign? Do you think coming abroad would be a crucial part of her career in life or whatever? There you go. It is in Leo. That means it's a yoga karaka placed in Leo. Is it good? How is it? But it has to do with foreign. Her coming abroad is very important for her in her career. What are the other things that could be related to her career? What sort of a career? What is the major help that Venus will do?
It's a lot of which houses.
2nd and 9th houses.
Second. So it's maybe to do with
Money?
wealth,
Second?
time. Yeah.
Money straight. Be straight about it. Be very straight. In this matter, you have to be very straight. 2nd house is money, food and family.
So she married into money in the form or when she came over?
No, marrying into money is not the main career objective. Marrying into money has to do with tithi.
Okay.
Okay, that is tithi.
Okay.
We cannot mix Tithi with Karaṇa.
Okay.
Karaṇa is what is the Karma Yoga.
Okay.
So Venus will help her to come abroad to make a lot of money as an objective. That itself will be to create wealth. That is an objective in itself, to create wealth. Why are you creating wealth? For the welfare of your family, for the welfare of family, broader family. Depend on what is your definition of family. Is your definition of family the whole world, or is your definition of family just you and your husband? That will depend upon her spiritual mind. Do you see my point? But what about 9th house? Did you make money after coming abroad? Have you done well? Good.
9th house is long distance travel and maybe fortune changed.
But work. I want work related.
9th house is
Give me a focus to work.
9 related to 9th house?
Yes.
Teaching or consultancy?
Law.
Justice.
Anything to do with
No, I was in accounting and I was doing chip layout design. Designing the chip.
Chip layout design. Chip. What is chip layout?
Computer chips.
Acha, computer chips.
This
So Venus
386
gives you
you are
design.
using.
You are
486. No, I'm not.
Oh, you were with this company which made all this.
No, Intel.
Okay.
Intel.
Acha, Intel inside will have.
And you helped your husband in business and all of it.
So what does 9th house, please, what does 9th house have to do with it? Please tell me.
No, but Venus is to do with design.
Right, but what does 9th house have to do? 9th house also has to do something.
Long distance travel.
Long distance travel, the 12th house I came abroad to do it. 12th house is very important. The house where Venus is placed is where you have to go to do your work. The Lord of the Karaṇa is placed in the 12th house, no? So she has to come abroad too.
And Lord of the Karaṇa gave its own signification for what she
No.
was doing.
The design came from Taurus. 9th house.
Oh,
9th
I don't know
house
what a Lagna is.
is 12th house. If Venus is in 12th house in Leo, what do you think the Lagna is?
Oh, I didn't get it that it was.
Okay, Venus is in
Okay,
12th house.
okay, it's a 9th Lord itself.
Right. No, we have to see which houses it is Lord of. The houses that it is Lord of will indicate the work that you have to do and the purposes for which you are here.
So
So second house is to do with money
9th Lord
and 9th house has to do with
higher studies.
what is dharma here? Higher studies. So what is higher study? Higher study? Researching. Right? Research. And research associated with a sign like Taurus is design. It is a Venus sign. Venus is design. Very innovative design she has to come up
Is there any aspect of Rahu on that Venus?
Where's Rahu?
Maybe to show research.
Where's
with. Rahu, where is Rahu in your chart? Good point. Sarah's good point.
In 6th house, in Aquarius.
So Rahu is aspecting. Correct. Brilliant. You see the point?
Yeah.
Look at all the planets influencing that Venus. It will give you an idea of what she has to do. Good. Brilliant.
But I have other planets also in 12th house.
Let us see what they are.
It's Mars and Ketu.
Ketu is your small thing, small machine. So you are designing for a small machine. Ketu, electronics things and things like that design. Right? And Mars is your technical thing, your electrical thing and all that you will be making inside that.
They make mechanical
The
engineering.
It's also electrical, which is higher.
Yeah, Mangal is basically engine, Agnis. Agni. So that is all that is influencing her work. You see that? It is good. Are you still working? You retired? She's retired.
Burned out.
I thought you were rich by now.
But you see, what I am telling is the Lord of the Karaṇa, how the Lord of the Karaṇa is clearly indicating. So if you want to enhance her profession, what will you tell her to wear? Wear diamonds. Wearing diamond is very good to enhance the profession. Because it is the Lord of the Karaṇa. Samjh?
I don't think I wore my diamonds.
Enhancing. That is if you want to enhance it now.
But now she's doing other kinds of research. That's
What
not
are you wearing in your right hand?
A Well, right now I'm wearing, but I bought it long time ago. I did not wear for a long time.
Okay, you did not wear. Did you have your husband around all those years? That is enough. He is the biggest diamond. See my point. Spouse is your biggest diamond. Do you understand my point?
Venus.
It is Venus. Can there be anything better than your spouse as a diamond? What are you looking for diamonds around? He is your biggest diamond. If your spouse is around all the time and you are happy in your marriage, good, boom. Correct or wrong?
Yeah, it's 36 years of my marriage.
Wow. God bless. That is good sign. That's a very good sign. And spouse was very supportive of your work and all that.
He was supportive.
There you see. You see that? When Venus is the lord of your karaṇa, the greatest support for your work will come from spouse.
He is not supportive of Jyotish, but I am still coming.
So that means that is why you are finding it difficult. When he starts supporting it,
He brought you here the first time. That was pretty supportive.
Yeah, I
though.
brought him here.
Yeah, he drove her over the hill and stayed for the presentation. That was
that
pretty
is
okay.
very important. You see, it has to be husband. I'm telling you. You see that the spouse will be supportive. 100% sure. He may say something here, something there because of little confusion here and there, but that is okay. Basically, you are blessed because the Lord of the karaṇa is that. So long as you do not spoil your own Lord by wearing something which is opposed to that planet. If Venus, for example, you start wearing emeralds. Okay? Emerald, for example. Emerald tends to debilitate Venus. You start wearing emeralds, immediately you will have problems pertaining to your work and career and things like that. Do you see my point? Emeralds, or you start wearing any kind of a green stone, because that tends to debilitate Venus. You cannot afford to make Venus weak. See my point? So that your karma yoga is beautiful. Am I being understood? Okay, Julie is now understanding. So let's see what Julie understood. In her chart, what's your karaṇa lord?
Mangala.
Mars is your karaṇa lord.
Yeah.
Where is Mars?
In the 6th in Aries.
Your Mars is in 6th house in Aries, which is good. Okay, and is Lord of which houses?
It's the Lord of the 1st and the Lord of the 6th.
Right. So which are the planets conjoining it or aspecting it or
Well, in the
signs?
1st I have Mercury and the Sun
In
my lodge.
Scorpio. So Mercury and the Sun are in Scorpio in the sign of Mars. What else?
And then just Mars in the 6th.
Mars is in
Yeah.
the 6th. So what do you think will be a direction of her career?
Well, so we already know what her that she's an accountant, and so then Mercury would definitely show that.
Okay, Mercury is showing one of them. What else tell me?
Mercury and Sun.
What else?
It's in the 6th house from Lagna, so it has to do with service. It has to do with employment or service or
Yes.
serving people.
Mars itself should show something.
Math.
Very good. Okay. What else? So me some other career direction. What about the Sun? Nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
Show some management, administrative.
Did you do any administrative work?
I coordinate a lot of things.
There you go. What else? Mars. What else?
Sun and Mercury also shows intellect, so that may be the accountant. Because that's
So the planet which is always helping her in her career is Mars. People who are ruled by Mars are always going to get her work, or she will like to work because of them. Mars has to play a crucial role with her work. Right? She is the accountant for Jiva. Right? And thanks to her, our accounts are all good and clear. And the person who thinks that she is very good and she should be given the work is Villa, who is Aries Lagna ruled by Mars. There you go. See that? Do you see how it is working out? Do you see how this karaṇa is working out in life? How it works out. So her major life contribution shall be brought about by Mars. She will feel very good with her life when she does some work related to that because of Mars. So when she does this for Villa, she feels very good. Do you see my point? My essence is that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, would Mars, because Mars is the karaṇa lord itself, so would it give any kind of nature of work related to it, like Venus had some influence because it's design. So, I don't know whether Mars would.
Technical or computer,
keeping.
Yeah, engineering kind of thing. It could have done that. It could have done that. Problem is that actually Mercury and Sun are in the first house.
Yeah.
She could have gone for that had it not been these two planets already in a sign of Mars in the first house. These two tend to dominate over that Mars.
Sun is in its own.
Does Ketu's placement also matter that she's not in computers?
Ketu has nothing to do with Mars. What does Ketu have to do with Mars?
Ketu has something to do with computers or something.
Right, but it has nothing to do with Mars. Hence, she was not that. Had Ketu been involved, we could have said computers, like in her case.
Yeah.
Ketu is directly with the planet Venus. So she is designing the chipsets for Intel. So that is because of Ketu conjoining that Venus. And the company must be a top company because the sun is there. You see that? That is a very crucial thing. What planets are involved, what is involved. Right? House is involved. Okay? And the work is more focused on sale. They are making design plans or whatever that she will be doing will be based upon demand. What is the demand? Sales demand. They don't innovate on their own. They innovate on the basis of what kind of a demand. What does the market want? The 12th house is sales. See the point? Okay. Anybody else wants to? Right. Now I want to go to something interesting. Just go to the next chart and see some very interesting.